What's going on, everybody? This is David, and today I'm going to be showing you my new 4090 build. So the reason I built this out was because I was looking at some 4090s, and I acquired a 4090 recently, the Gigabyte Gaming C4090, and it did not fit in my old case. So I just decided to upgrade my case to a Corsair 4000D, and I was kind of just looking to upgrade anyways because I don't really like being limited in the amount of GPUs that I had to choose from. In my old case, the only GPU that would fit in there was the Founders Edition. So any other AIB GPU, I could not fit in there. So that was really limiting me in the choices that I had. So obviously, you literally cannot find any 4090 Founders Editions right now. So I decided to upgrade to this Gigabyte OC 4090, and with a 4000D Corsair case, it actually fit in there, which is really nice. Also, the reason I did upgrade to a 4090 versus the 4080 is because I recently resold my 4080 for a profit. I bought it for like $994 after tax, and I resold it for $1,200. And then the Gigabyte OC 4090, I bought it for $1,620 after tax, and that was because I was able to put in the 10% off code using the Best Buy credit card, and I was able to apply some reward certificates that I had. So after all of that, I think I got the 4090 for a pretty good price, and that's the reason why I upgraded. So let's go ahead and go over to the build, and I'll show you guys what's going on. All right, so here it is. So the reason I went with the 4000D is because I found it on Facebook Marketplace, and the dude was selling it for like, I don't know, $90 or $80 or something like that. And I got it for $60 along with a Deepcool 360EX AIO. And I was gonna use that in this build, but I decided against it because I would have needed to kind of get a slimmer fan in the middle or remove the middle fan because the GPU would not fit in there with the stock fans. And then I would have needed to get a backplate, a special backplate for the AM4 platform. I just didn't want to go through all that. So what I decided to do, I'm just going to resell the AIO. So I got the AIO for $60, and I got this case for $60 as well. So kind of like a bundle deal. And I think for $60, I got this case for a good deal, you know what I mean? And it came with these ID cooling ARGB fans as well. So all 6 fans came with the case, and the case is in overall really good condition. The only thing I don't really like about it is the glass is a little too tinted. So on video, it might be a little more bright than it is in real life, but in real life, it is pretty damn tinted. Like even with all these ARGB lights lighting up the inside of the case, it is still kind of dark. I would have liked them to tint it, but not tint it as much. Like this is pretty crazy. That's like a freaking, I don't know, 10% tint. That's a pretty crazy tint. So I don't know why they had it tinted so much. It looks cool, I'm not gonna lie, but at the same time, it's a little bit of a too much of a tint. But either way, I am more of an understated guy, so I usually don't even go for it. RGB lights, but since this case already came with it, I think it was a nice addition, and it's especially because of how tinted the window is. So anyways, let's go ahead inside and open it up, and I'll show you what I got going on. All right, so this is what I got going on. What you guys think? Spent a good couple hours building this out. This is my old case, if you guys are wondering. This is the CoolerMaster HAF, and it's a horizontal case. It's really cool because I don't have to worry about GPU sag, but it just didn't give me a lot of options for my GPUs. I could literally only use the Founders Edition of the 4080 or the 4090. So I just didn't like to be limited like that. So that's why I went with this case. At least it lets me put in some gigantic GPUs here if I want to. So that's why I went with the Corsair 4000D. On the top here, we got 2 exhaust fans and 1 exhaust fan in the back, and 3 intake fans. And these are ID cooling ARGB fans, and they did already come with a case, so I didn't have to buy them separately. And I am glad they came with a case because usually I don't go for RGB, but since the glass is so tinted, it actually really helps light up the insides. And actually my CPU fan here, this is the CoolerMaster Hyper 212 Black Edition. This fan is actually supposed to light up RGB as well. And I've got it connected to the same connection that I had it in my old case, but for some reason it's not working. So I kind of have to figure that out. I don't know why the RGB is not working, but this is supposed to light up. So yeah, this is the CoolerMaster fan, and then the CPU is my AMD Radeon, or not Radeon, AMD 5800X 3D, and I have it curve optimized to -30 all cores. And the maximum temperature that I saw with Cinebench R23 was 82 degrees, and that was doing an all core benchmark. So pretty good temperatures. In gaming, depending on the game, I'm usually getting anywhere from 60 to 70 degrees. If I'm playing a heavy game, like a heavy CPU intensive game, like Battlefield 2042, that game, I'm getting like 70% usage on my CPU. It'll go up to like 75, but not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. So my RAM here is the Corsair Vengeance LPX 3600 C18. I just have the XMP profile enabled. I don't have it like tuned or anything like that. I just, I really look more for reliability than anything else, so I didn't want to like mess with it or anything. And I'm playing at 4K, so I don't think my memory timings or whatever really matter that much anyways. And then here's the beast, the 4090. The reason I went with this 4090 was, first of all, because it was available, and second of all, because a lot of people are saying that this is the one that has the least amount of coil whine. The 4080 that I had a massive amount of coil whine. I mean, it was literally almost unbearable. Like it was very noticeable. Every time I played a game, it would just be just loud coil whine, the loudest I ever heard. So getting this card, the coil whine is a lot less loud, like almost non-existent. It's really nice. So I'm really glad I got this one. And it's pretty quiet as well, especially when you have it on the silent BIOS switch. It first came with the OC BIOS switch, and the fans were just ramping up to like 2000 for no reason at all. And I was just like, man, these are some loud ass fans. So when I turned it off, switched it to silent, I can barely hear the fans, and it's real nice and quiet. So definitely, if you get this card, put on silent, and you're only going to see like a couple degree difference anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. And then if you're wondering what cable I got going on here, this is the Corsair Premium 600 watt cable. It's made for the 40 series cards, and it is for Corsair power supplies. So if you don't have a Corsair power supply, you probably can't use this. And my Corsair power supply is it's an 850 watt power supply, but I forgot the model name, so I'll put that in the description below. So yeah, that's what I got going on. I think I did a pretty solid job with the cable management. Doesn't look too bad in my opinion. And obviously I do have a GPU sag bracket here. This Gigabyte did come with the bracket already included, but it was like not fitting at all in my case or my motherboard, and it was way too long. Like it was actually hitting the fans, so I couldn't use that. I did have to buy one from Amazon, so I bought this one. So there we go, and that's what it looks like. What do you guys think, huh? Looks pretty solid, huh? All right, so I'll go ahead and play Battlefield 2042, and I'll have the temperature and all that, and you guys can see what kind of temperature I'm getting. All right, let's go check that out. All right, Battlefield 2042. We got everything on ultra settings with ray tracing enabled, and we're playing at 4K HDR. So on the top right, you can see the temperatures and the FPS and all that.
Just captured Sector Golf. They're making their final push.
So yeah, you can see the CPU is going to almost 80 degrees Celsius, but that's just because this is a very CPU heavy game. Even Battlefield 5 gets really CPU heavy. Whoa, 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 buddy. Ah, come on, man. You couldn't get him before he shot me down. There you go. So even like Battlefield 5, I remember, was a very CPU heavy game as well. Like, it's just how it is. There we go. Oh, come on. It's like you shoot one guy and some other guy sees you. Alright, there we go. I joined pretty late in the game. Anyways, that's all I wanted to show. Just kind of the temperatures of the system. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching my video. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and see you later. Bye.